Hello, Slicey Dicers. This is Brian with a bit of a unique video for you today. Today, we're going to mostly talk about this Massdrop EDC cache little tray thing they've come out with. Pretty darn cool. It is available on Massdrop right now. This isn't going to be one of those things where I'm going to show you something you can't get. That happens sometimes with Massdrop. But no, this is available right now. Not inexpensive, 120 bucks. We'll get to more about that later. It is very, very nicely made, and I think a pretty cool item. But I thought, this is an EDC cache. I haven't done a pocket dump in a while. Let's do that, because this is some of the stuff that may wind up in this tray. What you see here in this tray right now is not going to be what is there all the time, I'm sure. I kind of just wanted to fill it in order to do this this video. I just put some pretty knives in there, a few flashlights, some other stuff. We'll get into a couple little things. There's two particular little items I do want to talk about. We'll get to as this goes on. But what is in my pockets today? We have, what's on my keys? Also Massdrop. This is the Massdrop Ferrum Forge Ruck, R-U-K, little retractable utility blade. Retractable utility knife is what it stands for. It's a bit confusing because you can see one right here, the Giltech Ruck, called the same thing. It's a bit confusing, but it does just mean retractable utility knife. This one uses a bit different blade. It uses like these craft blades, but I find these really handy. I used to have, I think probably the last time you saw one of these, I had a Spyderco Man Bug on my keys, and I find this just a bit more useful. I've always got knives in my pocket. I don't need a proper knife on my keychain, and this works really well. And also I have a blade on my Leatherman Squirt, which I still will maintain. I think this is the best keychain multi-tool you can get. I do sometimes have a Leatherman Style CS on here because it doesn't have a knife blade. And I travel overseas sometimes, or just travel by plane a whole lot. So those are airline legal. I've never had a problem with the Style CS. So when I'm traveling, I take this off and put the Style CS on. Also in copper, you can see my Ferrum Forge Ruck is in copper. I have the Nightcore Tiny, or Teeny, depending on how you choose to pronounce that. Pretty cool little light. Has all the stuff you'd expect. Hold the button to turn it on. It's got multiple modes. It does remember which one you were in. And it's pretty nice. It is a really nice little keychain light. I did have the O-Light 01ER, the little tiny, I think it's 01ER. I might be wrong on that. I loved it. I will say, I think I probably liked it a little bit better than this, other than the looks. The copper on this looks amazing. But unfortunately, disappeared from my keychain. Don't know what happened to it. Came off somewhere, somehow. It's probably either buried in the bowels of my car or in a parking lot somewhere. I don't know what happened to it. So I decided to try something different. Keeping a little carabiner, because I don't keep all this stuff in my keys all the time. Today I had all of it on there. What else? Dirty Subaru keys. We have house keys, that kind of stuff. Mail, the P.O. Box key. And, of course, Vegeta. I always have some stupid little character on here. I like Vegeta a lot. Kakarot! I've gone through a bunch. This one holds up the best. It's kind of rubbery. I don't know the brand of it or anything, but if you care about having little guys on your keychain, this one holds up well. The paint hasn't rubbed off as quickly. I went through like 3 Boba Fett's before I wound up with this, and this one holds up better. I think I had a flash on there at some point. I don't know. What else do we have? Wallet. I jokingly say you cannot be a knife YouTuber without having a dust off of your wallet. That used to be a joke. I don't think it is anymore. I think it is a law now. I think it's in the YouTube bylaws. Everybody seems to have them for great reason. I don't have the same one everybody else has. Most people have the gun deck. I like the topsider. I just like that flip out thing. And I carry my wallet in my front pocket exclusively. I can't stand having anything in my back pockets. It drives me insane. This is a great front pocket wallet. Works really, really well. It's starting to weather in great. But it's just one piece of leather, one little stitch. Such a great design. These things are amazing, and they're not horribly expensive. I think this one's like 60 bucks. They're not bad at all for a really nice high quality wallet that's going to live longer than you. Very, very good. What else do I have today? Flashlight, bigger flashlight than I usually carry. This is the Massdrop Vega. It does have just a double A in it right now. You can put a rechargeable battery in it. I never have. You change the back out. You can open, if you change the back out, you can turn it on with, you know, by turning the front like Maglite style, but I'm just using it with the usual button. I'm really only carrying this today, one this big, because I was down in the basement doing some stuff and needed a bigger light. So do like that light a lot, but I honestly, be honest, I don't carry it a whole lot. What else do I have? Knife-wise, you guys probably carry more. This is a knife channel, right? Nothing particularly exciting. Your standard Benchmade 551 Griptilian. This is the new S30V one. I had a lot of stuff to do today, so I wanted to carry a beater. Not quite sure I qualify this as a beater, but I am trying to use it more for days I really have to get some work done, because I'm trying to really bond with the Griptilian more than I have in the past. I don't hate them, but I've never been in love with them. I'm just trying to use that one more, and I will admit it is growing on me. What else do we have? I keep saying ruck. This is my other Giltech ruck. I have two of them. I thought I lost that one, so I got a black one, and that's what's in my pocket today. In one of my little side pockets. What else do I have? Pocket pen. These things are so inexpensive and just so cool. Great little pens. I do have one with a clip on it somewhere. Don't know where it is. They're really lightweight and they get left in pants, so I'm not sure. And just to be honest, yes, I'm a filthy vapor. This is Soarin' Air. I really do like this one. You look stupid because you vape from it right there, so it looks like you're sucking on a credit card, which you look kind of dumb. And I do have to recharge it slightly more than once a day. It'll last like most of a day. Pod system thing. Works fine, very inexpensive. They're like 25 bucks. I don't remember what juice is in it. Halo something. Whatever's the plainest thing they have. Don't like stuff to taste like anything, but I'm just going to admit to that I do use the vape thing. So, and you guys ask about it sometimes because you hear me using it on the live stream. All right, now let's talk more about this actual product. It is pretty damn cool. As I said, not inexpensive, 120 bucks, but it's really well made. It is synthetic leather, but man, I didn't think so. I had to go look. It did seem like full leather. I'm doing most of this with it open because reflections. It is plexiglass, which I think is a very good thing. I would not want it to be glass because it's just one thin, flat piece of glass. And I could totally envision a scenario in which I get up in the morning, I take my stuff out, I leave the house, and one of my stupid cats knocks it over and slams it shut and the glass shatters. So I like the plexiglass. I think that's a good idea. This felt inside feels really, really nice. Everything is just nicely compartmentalized. If you could have this in your hand and pick it up, I don't know what the weight of it is. It is about 15 inches by about 12 inches. A hair less than that, and both things like 14.7 by 11.7. But it has a good heft to it. It really feels like a solidly built piece, and it is. It's very well made. Hinges are very nice and sturdy. As I said, the felt feels good, and I like the way stuff is organized. It is obviously geared more towards knife people, which, unsurprising, Massdrop sells a lot of knives, so that's why they would do that. I think I only have, do I have any? I have one Massdrop knife on here, but I don't know what's going to wind up in here. As I said, these are just kind of random things I threw in, but yes, it's got spots for 7 knives, which I like the way they display like this. I think it's kind of cool they did them at an angle. In some of their pictures, they all have them, you know, clip side up, but I like that I put them clip side down because since it's angled, it makes them lay a bit more flat. You get that a lot of times with a lot of knives don't display well because they cock sideways, you know, when you set them on the clip. Spot for 3 watches. These are just random ones. An old Skagen that's battery's dead, a Weewood that my wife bought me that I do actually really like the Weewood a lot, even though it's not mind-blowingly awesome, but I just think they're cool, those all-wooden watches. A few flashlights, another Ruck, Zippo. I don't smoke, but sometimes I do like to have fire with me. And here's a couple things I want to talk about. Well, so I have my Mala bracelet on there. I'm not going to talk about that. An old like Celtic ring I got somewhere in Europe somewhere. And but these 2 rings, I do want to talk about these a little bit because there is a discount code I'm listed down below here on the link to these. These are from Apollo's Rings on Etsy. And he's also a knife guy. He makes knife stuff too. But these are so cool. This one's micarta. It's like blue jean micarta. You can see the blue there in the middle. And then some brown on top. Very, very nice. And this one is forged carbon and resin. They're just really cool looking rings. I've had them on in a couple videos and keep forgetting to mention them. I do have a link down there with a discount code. I think it's Slicey30. You can get 30% off. So go check him out. These rings are awesome. If you're a ring person, they're pretty cool. You have spots for pens. This is just a Parker Jotter and a Boker 50 cal, and I can never remember I know the model number. I always know that. I know it's an F301, Zebra F301. I can never remember the Zebra part. I don't know why. I have the 701 is what I usually carry more, but this is what I laid my hand on to put in there in the review. Another cool thing about this that is not immediately apparent from this angle, probably, move this out of the way. You can move this, which that's neat. Also, there is a pass-through here and a nice little hole out the back. Nicely finished little hole out the back. So you put a USB cord through. So if you want to charge something, that's neat. But what I like about it is it has hidden compartments. Who doesn't like hidden compartments? You can just pull these. And the other side does the same. The one here on the left is smaller. The one on the right is larger. I'm having a really hard time doing this with knives in my hand and reaching around a camera. But yeah, you've got a little hidden compartment under there. Very similar one, larger one on this side. Pretty cool. I will probably put on the larger side one, like probably like my passport. And every time I come back, I go to Europe once a year for business. I'll probably and I always keep my change. I always keep whatever euros I have in cash. So I'd probably put my passport in my 80 euros worth of cash that I have, like I'm a spy. I don't know. It just makes me feel cool. And that's kind of the main thing about this. It kind of makes you feel sort of cool. Like, I love that one of the opening scenes of Doctor Strange. He's got all his watches and a bunch of other fancy stuff laid out because, he's richer than God before whatever happens to him. I'm not going to spoil it for you. And he's just trying to pick, picking amongst, all of his Omegas and Rolexes and stuff, and trying to choose which watch to wear and which wallet to wear. And it's cool. And this does kind of make you feel fancy. This is going to sit on top of my dresser. And yeah, I can just go and be Doctor Strange every morning. Go, I want that one. Yes, that's what I want. I want this and this and this and this. It's kind of neat. Again, not inexpensive. I don't think it's crazy though. Once you pick it up and hold it, it does feel like a really nice quality piece of furniture. It is a pretty nice thing. So hope you guys have enjoyed this. I've been Brian. Have a good one.